Have you ever lain in your quiet bedroom and thought, finally, this I can rest? But what if I told you that the very place that's supposed to be safest, your bedroom, might be silently harming your body? Would you be surprised? According to the U.S. National Institutes of Health (NIH), people over 65 are twice as sensitive to electromagnetic radiation as younger individuals. And this radiation doesn't come from far-off sources or unusual devices. It comes from familiar items around your bed: digital clocks, Wi-Fi routers, air fresheners, charging phones, and electric blankets. We can't see radiation. We can't smell it, touch it, or hear it. But the body, especially the aging brain and nervous system, can feel its impact: restless sleep, groggy mornings, fading memory, irregular heartbeat. We're not here to make you afraid. Quite the opposite. We want to help you make wiser, safer, and gentler choices. Small changes moving a device, replacing a habit, can make a big difference in your health and clarity each morning. In this video, we'll explore 5 everyday bedroom items scientifically proven to emit potentially harmful radiation, especially for older adults. But you won't just hear warnings, you'll also learn simple, practical ways to adjust and improve your sleep environment. And most importantly, each section includes a real-life story from someone just like you, someone who struggled with lingering fatigue and found real change through small adjustments. If you believe sleep deserves more care, and that aging is a time to be protected, not burdened further, this video is for you. If you've ever questioned your sleep quality, leave a comment saying "I'm ready to listen" below. And if you'd like to keep receiving gentle, helpful insights like this, please hit subscribe and join us as we care for our health in a calm, informed, and compassionate way. 1. Digital clocks. When time doesn't just keep ticking, but disrupts your sleep. Most of us have had a digital clock by the bed at some point. The glowing red numbers, the familiar beeping, the sense of comfort knowing you won't oversleep. But here's something few people realize: that seemingly harmless digital clock emits electromagnetic fields (EMF) 24 hours a day. Even if the alarm isn't set, and if it's placed just inches from your head, that radiation can directly interfere with your brain, reducing melatonin, the hormone your body needs to fall into deep sleep. A study from Harvard University found that even a small amount of LED light in the bedroom can disrupt the body's internal clock, especially in those over 60. At this age, the body produces less melatonin and becomes more sensitive to artificial light. Mr. Raymond, 72, lives alone in New Jersey. For months, he woke up tired, heavy-headed, despite going to bed on time. After his daughter, a family doctor, suggested he switch from a digital to a battery-operated analog clock. He gave it a try. Just after 4 nights, he said, I started sleeping more deeply. And in the morning, my mind felt clearer. You don't have to be a scientist to know that after 65, every hour of deep sleep is precious. So why let a small device silently interrupt that? The solution is simple. Replace your digital clock with a battery-powered analog clock that doesn't glow at night. Place it at least 3 feet from your head. If you don't need a fixed wake-up time, give your body the gift of waking naturally. This change may seem small, but its impact on your sleep and well-being can be surprisingly big. Because sometimes, what we've grown so used to that we stop noticing is the very thing we most need to change. If you currently use a digital clock or have switched to an analog one and noticed a difference, leave a comment with the number 1 below. Your honest experience could help someone else finally sleep better starting tonight. 2. Wi-Fi routers and wireless devices. When strong signals quietly disrupt a peaceful sleep. In today's digital world, having Wi-Fi in the bedroom seems perfectly normal. Many people enjoy checking the news, watching shows, or listening to calming music before bed. But what few realize is that small router emits radio frequency RF radiation non-stop 24 hours a day, even when you're not using it. For younger people, The effects may not be obvious, but for the body after 65, when the blood-brain barrier weakens and the nervous system becomes more sensitive, these invisible waves can disrupt heart rhythms, affect sleep quality, and gradually cloud memory. A study published in Environmental Health Perspectives showed that sleeping near RF-emitting devices interferes with brainwave patterns, reducing time spent in deep sleep, an essential phase for mental and physical recovery in older adults. Mr. Harold, 75, lives with his wife in suburban Oregon. He used to keep his Wi-Fi router right on the nightstand. For years, he'd wake up several times a night, sometimes with a racing heart and no clear reason. After his daughter, a nurse, suggested moving the router to the living room and turning it off at night, he gave it a try. After just 5 nights, I started sleeping through. He said, "My heart felt calmer. I never imagined such a small device could affect me that much." It's important to remember older bodies don't always need more. They often just need less of what's quietly wearing them down. In addition to routers, be mindful of other wireless devices near the bed, smart TVs on standby, Bluetooth speakers, smartwatches or e-readers with Wi-Fi extenders or boosters. Each one can create biological noise that makes it harder for your brain to fully relax at night. What can you do today? Move your router to another room, if possible. If it must stay in the bedroom, place it at least 6 feet away from your bed. Turn it off completely while you sleep. Disable Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on all devices near your bed. You don't need to give up technology, but you can create gentle distance between it and your body, especially when you sleep. Because during rest, your body deserves more than silence. It deserves peace you can't hear. If you've ever tried turning off your Wi-Fi at night or moving your router and noticed a difference, leave a comment with the number 2 below. Your words may help someone rediscover the deep, uninterrupted sleep they've missed for years. 3. Plug in air fresheners, a gentle scent that quietly weighs on your lungs. You walk into your bedroom, and a soft scent fills the air: lavender, vanilla, maybe a hint of cedarwood. It feels calming, almost like a ritual before sleep. But here's the truth: many overlook that plug-in air freshener might be the reason you're coughing at night, waking up with a dry throat, or feeling short of breath in the morning. These devices do more than release scent. They emit low-level electromagnetic radiation (EMF) as long as they're plugged in. And because they're often placed close to the bed, your body's exposed to that radiation for 6 to 8 hours every night. For older adults, especially those with respiratory or heart issues, even this mild EMF exposure can trigger inflammation or disrupt sleep. What's more concerning is the content inside. Most plug-in fragrance products contain volatile organic compounds, VOCs. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, VOCs can irritate the eyes, nose, throat, and over time affect lung function, especially when inhaled regularly by sensitive individuals. Mrs. Linda, 77, from Michigan, loved lavender. "I thought it helped me sleep," she said. But over time, she began waking up coughing, with tightness in her chest. After her doctor suggested removing the air freshener and trying dried herbs instead, she noticed a difference. "After a week, I was breathing easier, and I didn't wake up hoarse anymore," she said with a quiet smile. Scent can still be part of your bedtime routine, but in safer, more natural ways. Safer alternatives include dried herbal sachets like lavender, mint, or chamomile, a drop of pure essential oil on a soft cloth, placed away from your face, cracking a window to let fresh air flow and prevent buildup of artificial fragrance. Most importantly, listen to your body. If you notice dry mouth, coughing, or shortness of breath in the morning, try unplugging the air freshener for a few nights and see how you feel. Your body may quietly thank you. If you've ever used plug-in air fresheners and felt a difference after stopping, or if you have natural scent tips to share, leave a comment with the number 3. Your experience could help others breathe and sleep more freely, starting tonight. 4. Charging phones in the bedroom. When convenience silently disrupts your sleep, smartphones today are more than just phones. They're alarms, calendars, music players, nightlights, and for many, the last thing we see before sleep and the first thing we reach for in the morning. That's why so many older adults, especially those living alone, have a habit of charging their phone right by the bed every night. But here's something we often don't notice. A charging phone doesn't rest quietly. On the contrary, it emits stronger radiation than usual, both RF signals and static electromagnetic fields from the electrical current. According to the American Cancer Society, ACS, devices that charge close to the body, especially near the head, can significantly increase radiation exposure, far more than when the phone is just in standby mode. While there is no confirmed link to serious illness, many studies suggest a clear connection to poor sleep, irregular heart rhythms, and mental fog, especially in older adults. Mr. Samuel, 79 from California, had this exact habit. I used to charge my phone beside the bed so I'd have it close in case my kids called. He said, over time, he began waking up in the middle of the night, his head felt heavy, and he occasionally felt mild pressure around his temples. A friend suggested he try placing the phone farther away, turning off Wi-Fi and charging it in another room. Strangely enough, after just 3 nights, I slept straight through. He smiled. I could still hear the ring if needed, but I felt so much clearer in the morning. Even when not in use, phones are constantly exchanging signals, syncing data, updating apps, maintaining network connections. When kept near your head, your brain, especially while sleeping, is forced to handle that invisible noise, night after night. Simple steps you can take today. Charge your phone in another room if possible. If it must stay in the bedroom, turn on airplane mode and place it at least 6 feet away. Turn off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and background syncing overnight. You can still stay connected to loved ones without sacrificing deep, uninterrupted rest. At this stage in life, your body deserves full restoration, not interference. If you've ever changed your phone charging habits and noticed a difference in your sleep, or if you have tips to reduce radiation at night, leave a comment with the number 4. Your experience might help someone else reclaim the rest they've been missing. 5. Electric blankets and heating pads. Prolonged warmth that may quietly harm an aging body. On cold nights, there's nothing cozier than wrapping yourself in an electric blanket or placing a soft heating pad under your back. For many seniors, these aren't just comforts, they're part of the nightly routine. A sense of safety, warmth, and relief from years of aches and pains. But here's what few realize: electric heating devices, while silent and lightless, emit electromagnetic fields, EMF, all through the night. When your body is in direct contact for 6-8 hours, even low-level EMF exposure can affect your nervous system, blood flow, and contribute to low-grade inflammation, especially if you have underlying health issues. The National Sleep Foundation, NSF, notes that constant EMF exposure during sleep can disrupt REM cycles, the deepest stage of rest and repair. Mrs. Helen, 81, lives alone in northern Illinois and used her electric blanket for 5 winters. I thought I couldn't sleep without it, she said. But over time, she began waking up tired, her lower back numb, and her joints aching even in mild weather. After a conversation with her granddaughter, a physical therapist, she tried something new, warming the bed with a hot water bottle before sleep, wearing an extra soft layer of clothing, and switching to a natural down blanket. The result, it wasn't as instantly warm, she admitted, but I slept deeper and no longer woke up stiff and foggy. Keep in mind, our bodies naturally regulate temperature during sleep. When we rely on artificial heat for hours, that regulation is interrupted, and the nervous system doesn't cycle properly. The body can't recover the way it's meant to. Here's how to stay warm safely. Use electric blankets only to preheat the bed for 15-20 minutes. Then unplug them. Switch to hot water bottles, grain-filled heat pads, or herbal warmers. Wear multiple soft layers instead of raising device temperature. If you must use an electric device overnight, add a thick cotton layer between it and your body. Sometimes the warmth we truly need is the kind that supports natural rest, not artificial stimulation. You shouldn't have to choose between comfort and well-being. You deserve both. If you've used electric blankets for years and decided to make a change, or have tips for natural ways to stay warm at night, leave a comment with the number 5. Your gentle wisdom may be exactly what someone else needs to sleep better starting tonight. Conclusion: sleep is not just rest. It's an opportunity to heal. After the age of 65, sleep is no longer something we can take for granted. It becomes a delicate process where the body repairs, the brain stores memories, and the heart finally slows down after a long day. But the truth is, the very place that should feel the safest and calmest, your bedroom, might be filled with invisible disruptions you've quietly tolerated for years. From digital clocks that subtly interfere with hormones, to Wi-Fi routers that hum through the night, from calming scents filled with hidden chemicals, to charging phones too close to your head, or the steady heat of an electric blanket interrupting your natural rhythm. All of these may share one thing in common. They don't cause instant harm, but they slowly drain the energy and clarity your body needs. The good news is, you don't need to change everything overnight. Start with the small space that matters most, your bedroom. One adjustment a day, moving a device, unplugging something unnecessary, shifting one habit, and you'll begin to notice how your body responds with quiet gratitude. And more importantly, you're not alone. Thousands of others are searching for a better night's sleep just like you. Some have made small changes and rediscovered their strength, and perhaps your story is the very light someone else needs to make their change today. If any part of this video spoke to you, reminded you of a habit you're ready to reconsider, or offered a tip you want to share, leave a comment below. A few words from the heart may bring comfort to many others walking the same path. And if you found this video gentle, helpful, and aligned with the chapter of life you're living right now, please hit the subscribe button. We'll be here, week by week, with thoughtful, healing content created especially for you, because we believe aging should come with dignity, knowledge, and peace. Wishing you a night of deep, restorative sleep, not just for your body, but for your spirit as well.